Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of HD Movie Talk. I know I'm a bit low energy today, but that's because it's a somber affair. We're talking about Catwoman 2004, a terrible movie. Hello, Harlan, my co-host, Fluffy Duffy.
Yeah, wow, this movie got you really down, didn't it?
Yeah,
Well, you're fresh out of watching it.
I am. I may have played a game of Fortnite with you in between, which we won, by the way. I
Oh,
feel I
yes, we
feel
did.
I feel like I need to pick up my energy a bit because people might have already turned off by now. What's up, guys? Let's get into this. We're talking about Catwoman 2004 because, Catwoman.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, it is our episode of The Silver Lining.
Oh, that's what I forgot to say. Yeah, where we talk about the good, we talk about the bad, and then we fix the movie. I've got no bloody idea how we're going to do that this week, but that's besides the point.
My friend had a really good idea how to fix a movie when I watched it on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
No recollection. No recollection
Let
of
me
what he
text them
said.
now because I think we might need the help. Anyway,
I actually will.
yeah, go on. Should I tell you a bit about why this movie was made? Because I was fascinated why it
Yeah,
was made.
of course.
Okay, because if you don't know, we all know Catwoman, the Batman villain. This is not her at all. She's not even called Selena Kyle. This movie is not set in Gotham City. Like, nothing is the same. And I was watching, I'm like, why is this called Catwoman? Basically, the movie was originally greenlit in like 1993 as a spin-off to Batman Returns and was going to star Michelle Pfeiffer. And Tim
Interesting.
Burton was going to direct it.
Okay.
And the script wasn't liked because it was too dark. So Michelle Pfeiffer drifted away from the project while it was in development hell for ages. Then in 2004, a Batman vs Superman movie was scheduled for release, interestingly. And a script had been written, but it was cancelled because this was also too dark. And it was cancelled like late 2002, early 2003. Funnily enough, at the time, David S. Goyer said, Batman vs. Superman is where you go when you admit to yourself that you've exhausted all possibilities. Somewhat of an admission that the franchise is on its last gasp. Funnily enough, he was an executive producer and writer on Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice.
Wow.
Despite saying that in 2004, I thought that was quite funny. And so when the Batman vs Superman movie was cancelled so late to the release date, they went, oh, we've got to release something then. So they released Catwoman very quickly, made it and released it very quickly. And the guy who wrote the script was fired because they kept trying to change it to be less like the comics. And he was like, no, don't do that. And then they fired him.
Why did they want it less like the comics?
I don't know.
Because it's nothing like the comics.
It's literally, we'll get into that.
Okay. From the little I know. Do you want me to give you a summary of this movie?
Go on. Tell me what the plot's about because I've already forgotten, despite the fact I only just finished this movie.
So, starring Halle Berry, we follow Patience Phillips, a graphic designer for a shady skincare company. She's shy but likable and has a budding romantic relationship with a detective. However, while trying to finish one of her projects, she finds out that the skincare company that she's working for, the product actually burns your skin if you stop using it. She's then killed by being flushed out of the sewers, but don't worry, the cat that has low-key been stalking her the entire movie comes to her aid with the rest of its cat buddies and gives her the abilities of an actual cat. She then also kind of gains a second personality and begins a life of crime in order to get revenge. As she slowly loses more and more clothing as the movie progresses, we learn that the antagonist, Laurel Heder, how do you say it?
I don't know.
And who has been continuously using her project and has skin as strong as marble now. And she also doesn't age. She kills her husband, pins it on Catwoman, but after kind of getting scratched on the face by Catwoman, she plummets to her death, and that's the movie.
Okay. Just give me your brief thoughts on this movie.
I thought it was bad. Well, I thought... What? No, what were you going to say?
Do you prefer this or Batman and Robin? I 100% prefer Batman and Robin. Harlan is deep in thought over this.
I honestly don't know.
Maybe talking about it will.
Maybe.
Anyway, we always start off talking about the good.
Yes. Let's see. What do I have on my good list?
Okay, I put the score.
Me too. I put soundtrack question mark.
Yeah, because there are dodgy bits of the soundtrack itself, but the score was good.
Yeah, so score is good. It's somebody notable.
Is it?
Don't hold me to this, but I think it might be the person who did the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Let me Google it. Oh, what's his face? Who? Oh, Klaus Badel.
Yes, he did Pirates of the Caribbean, Gladiator.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Good on him. I've never heard of this director before. Have you seen his name?
Yeah, it's just what? Pito? Wait, what is it?
Oh,
Pitoff?
I'm trying to find it now.
Yeah, just Pitoff.
Yeah, Pitoff. What? Like, okay, who? He looks a bit like Anthony Starr. Anyway,
Yeah, he hasn't. He's been doing things recently, but nothing notable.
no, I've
But
never
it
heard
literally
of him.
looked like Catwoman was the end of his career for about like 2 decades. No, 1 decade.
He's a French visual effects supervisor. That's interesting. Anyway, what's your first good thing?
My first good thing was creative cinematography. I thought there were some shots in this where I'm
Yeah,
like, that's competent.
yeah. I feel we'll talk about why I disagree to an extent.
Well, I
My
don't
bad
think
list
it's.
is way too long. We're gonna have to cut this down a bit.
I think there are like good shot. Like there's like creative. I'm not saying it has good cinematography.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's a redeeming quality of this movie because some of it's absolute poop. But beside that, I'm literally scraping the bottom of the barrel. Literally, the next thing that I have on my good list, I like cats. I'm a cat person.
I
So
don't. I liked it when she ordered the
what?
White Russian in the bar when she went, hold the
Oh,
vodka, hold the whatever the other ingredient is, and they
I think
just
it's
give her a glass of
Tallulah.
milk.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's funny. I enjoyed that.
that was funny. But there's cats in this. There's some CGI cats.
There aren't that many cats though.
I mean, there's at least like 20 cats in this movie.
Yeah, but they're not in it a lot.
No, but there's still 20
I
cats.
feel like apart from Midnight, the cats get as much play in the Batman as they do in this movie.
Yes.
Do you want to hear a fun fact, Mr. Fun Fact Boy?
Yeah, give me a fun fact.
Catwoman is the supervillain that has been played by the most actors in live action.
Do we call Catwoman a supervillain?
Well, if she counts, then she is. She's been played by 8 people. The Joker's only been played by 7.
Wow. I'm looking for something. What's the next thing on your good list?
I don't know.
Is there nothing else on your good list?
Yeah, there'll be I put the parkour, but I've changed my mind on that.
Okay, I'm sending you a picture right now.
Okay.
Wait, no.
This is going to work really well on an audio medium.
I can't take screenshots of things. Hold on. We might
Just
have to
hold it up to your camera so everyone can see it.
Okay, I will.
I've got such a long bad list.
Okay, I'll say the more things. The first outfit origin, the first outfit she has, how her friend makes it like a, like, oh, I got you like this leather outfit to wear out on the town or whatever, and then that's the one she wears to her first
Yeah, and then
heist.
she's like, I will never wear that. And you see it, I'm like, yeah, don't wear that out in public.
Yeah, but like compared to the second outfit, I appreciated at least some attempt at one outfit for like
Yeah.
kind of reasoning.
I quite like the mask. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and the Michelle Pfeiffer cameo nod in the movie.
Yeah.
So that is it of my good list. So
My bad list is so long.
here, but Oh, I almost got this thing for you.
Okay. Should I see how many numbers?
Yeah, how many things do you have on your bad list?
20.
20? I had a pretty large argument, like we almost screaming at each other when I was watching this with my buddy.
What about?
Through arguing over whether a shot was CGI or not.
Oh. Oh, is this what you alluded to earlier on before we start recording?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll should I just start talking while you sort this out?
Here, I got it. I'm sending you the screenshot.
Nice. I am waiting. This is
It's
really good
sending.
content.
It's
Oh,
sending. It's
oh.
sending.
Oh, I
It's
got it.
sending. Oh, it's delivered. Do you think all those cats are CG?
Yeah.
You do.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to see the scene, but here they look like they do. What do you think?
I don't think so. Because like the next shot where you actually see the CGI cat is apparent.
It's a parent? Whose parent?
Oh, shut up. Anyways.
Oh, this is my Batman phone case, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
We're just having private conversations now.
Okay, so let's wait. How many do I have on my bet list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10.
Okay.
So,
I don't think I'm going to say all of these.
For
okay.
every one I say, you'll say 2.
Mm-hmm. Number one, just to argue with the cinematography thing, I think this movie has awful editing.
That is one of mine. Like literally terrible.
And just the quick cutting, and there's just random moments which we'll get to later. And
I was watching this the entire movie. There's only 1 or 2 shots where a punch is thrown or like a kick is thrown and it actually connects in the shot. And that is at the end when the bad guy is kicking Catwoman on the ground. That's it.
That's crazy.
What were you gonna? Well, you had an aha second.
I've heard a fact about this movie before.
Really?
That this movie has like the average length of a shot is like 2 seconds or something like that. I'm trying to see if I can find it.
That sounds about right.
And like I read that and I was like, that's crazy before watching the movie.
That checks out though, honestly. My first bad thing.
Go on.
No.
What?
I was sorry to the audio, to the visual listeners or watchers.
You always say that.
That must have been very entertaining for you. My first bad thing is Halle Berry.
Okay, what about her?
She is not good in this movie. She won worst actress at the Razzies.
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
Yeah.
And she accepted the reward.
And she went
like she was there.
That's fun.
That is awesome. But
to be fair, I haven't seen loads of stuff with her in.
Honestly, me either. I know she was Storm in X-Men.
Yeah, and she's not great.
Is she just like
remember it's the quote everyone always does where they go where she goes, what happens to a toad when it gets struck by lightning? The same as everything else. That's what I'm like, come on, Halle Berry, seriously.
It's so dumb. And I'm actually surprised during this entire movie, she did not say one thing regarding how cats have 9 lives.
Yeah, that's true. But there was so much bad dialogue.
Yeah, I remember one time towards the end, the bad guy goes, it's game over. And then she goes, it's overtime.
I've got that written down.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I wrote down that line because, she goes, it's game over. And then she goes, well, guess what? It's overtime. And then I'm like, what does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It literally means the writers were probably up for 3 days straight trying to finish this. And they're like, we need to quip. Game over. What could you overtime? Cool. Let's just do it. And that's probably how it went. What's the next bad thing on your list?
The flirting with the detective.
Yes.
And just to jump to the next thing, it's weird that the detective went and asked her out.
It's weird the detective wouldn't ask her out. Everything that I have something on my list that kind of leads in that the convoluted plot.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense. And they try to do this Jekyll and Hyde thing,
yeah.
and it doesn't work
Yeah, but because they
because
never really address it.
they never address it. And there are times where Catwoman is Catwoman and Halle Berry. You know what I mean? Like,
Patience Phillips, that comic character we all know.
yeah, Patience Phillips, the iconic Catwoman.
Why have they called her that?
Why did they call her? They could have just said Selena Kyle, and everybody
I
be
feel
like, "Oh,
I read somewhere that they did it to like avoid complaints of race bending, but I don't know if that's true.
that's so
But also,
that's
it
so
was
weird."
2004.
I guess.
It was a different time.
Yeah, but like they never address like that personality switch because sometimes Patience Phillips is just like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this crazy thing," and then other times she's Catwoman, and then Catwoman does some Patience Phillips esque things, and other times it's so confusing and doesn't make a single bit of sense at all.
Yeah. Do you want to play a game?
Okay, let's play a game.
I wrote down a list of all the powers she has in this movie. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you the power, and you've got to tell me if it makes sense that she has this power, considering she's a cat. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we'll just rapid fire through this.
Okay.
Basketball,
No.
being rude,
Yes.
acrobatics,
Yes.
wanting to eat tuna,
Yes.
whipping, like using a whip,
No.
quipping, like telling quips.
No.
I was proud of that joke.
That's a pretty good
Speed
one.
hair
It's
cutting,
pretty quippy of you.
speed hair cutting,
Mm, mm, pass.
what? How can a cat? That one's not a
Well,
cat
because they
thing.
like clean themselves and they.
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
cutting. How quickly she cut her hair?
Okay.
Wanting shiny things.
No.
Uh,
Well, yes. Kind of.
purring.
Sure.
Hand
Sure.
to hand fighting.
No.
Heightened senses.
Yeah. I guess.
Inhuman reflexes.
Yeah.
Always landing on her feet.
Yeah. Even though she
Park.
doesn't the first time,
Yeah.
which
Parkour.
was. Yeah.
Night vision.
Yeah.
My favorite one in the movie, squeezing through bars.
Squeezing through human gap bars, but
They
yeah.
weren't. It wasn't. I no. I don't. I think the gaps widened.
Yeah. Something
They
like.
they swapped them out during that shot. Okay, confession time. I've already told Harlan this. This is the first movie we've talked about where I've fallen asleep during it, and this is the scene I fell asleep during. So, and then I woke up and I was like, oh, thank God, Catwoman's over. I can just chill out for a bit now. And then I was like, wait, I never finished it. And I was like, this is some kind of nightmare I woke up from. I woke up and I was like, oh, it was all a dream. So then I had to watch that scene again. And then I watched it and I was like, yeah, they've definitely swapped those bars out. Because when she steps up to them, she's like 4 bars wide when she stands that way.
Oh my god. So dumb.
Okay, and the last one is split personality.
Yeah. Which we talked about. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, it just
Um,
should we talk about her powers for a bit? Because another one, it's just never. It. I don't. Some cat breathed on her.
so Cat was like, and then that
Who is
was
this?
it.
They never went. Oh, this is some magical cat. They kind of went. Oh yeah, there's been other cat women before.
Yeah, they don't explain like well, they do, but it doesn't make sense at
Does she
all.
have to be dead to be revived as Catwoman?
No.
This does bring me to one of my probably my favorite line of the movie. Where the whoever this weird lady is who seems to know a lot about cat women for no particular reason says cat women are not confined by the rules of society.
Did you know that that woman that actress
Yeah.
also is the actress that plays Joker's mom in Joker?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Maybe they're set in the same universe.
Maybe.
They never
Could you
say what
imagine?
city this movie is. It could be Gotham.
Well, one would assume it would be Gotham,
I wouldn't
but
assume that. Okay.
yeah,
Tell
that's
me
true.
everything that this character has in common with her comic book counterpart.
The ears?
Like the mask, and I literally and the name. I think the name and the mask and the whip.
Yeah.
And there's some jewel thievery in there.
There is some jewel, which is nice, I guess.
Yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't work in this movie because it's never explained why she wants to go after shiny things.
Right.
And I don't think
She's like,
that's not
oh,
how
she wants
Catwoman
them.
works. She's not like a magpie. She sees something shiny and she's like, well, I need to take this.
um, Speaking about Catwoman and her not
That's
making
kind of what
sense.
the entire thing we're talking about here.
Okay, we're ending the podcast now. Her second suit,
Yeah.
which was in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man,
Oh yeah, bring it back to this. Why don't you?
his suit doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like getting a new one, and then it's like a big like hurrah moment because like music builds up, and it's like, oh, he's gonna get a new one. What's his new outfit gonna be? Oh my gosh, that's not the case here.
Yeah.
She just like comes out and she's wearing it
Yeah.
as like we pan around and we get to see her naked, basically.
It's horrible. I don't enjoy, like, whenever it's on screen, I just feel uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable because Catwoman is already sexualized enough. You know,
Yeah,
like it's already like,
exactly. Like, you didn't have to just put her in a bra because she is like one of the most sexualized characters that we put on screen.
yeah. And then somehow, for some reason, there's rips in the pants.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what was making me feel weird. I was like, why is this a thing? And just the real slow shots as well.
Oh yeah, there's like a couple of them.
Oh.
Um,
Come on, Pitoff or whatever your name is. You French pervert. Okay.
yeah, but I have the basketball scene.
Yeah, I put down basketball. Well, I just don't
Because
understand what I wish I could have seen the process of this movie being made. When
what
they
was
went,
it with subpar to early 2000s movies in basketball?
yeah, this reminds me. Have you seen Daredevil, the movie?
No.
There's a scene in a
Yeah,
playground.
playground. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and that reminds me of this.
Because it's exactly the same. It's
Yeah. And I'm just like, and she doesn't seem that off put that she's got these crazy new powers. Like, if I suddenly got the urge to eat 10 tins of raw tuna, I'm not going to do it because I'm like, oh, that's going to be unhealthy, isn't it?
Yeah. How am I going to fit into my bra? That's what you'd be thinking.
Yeah, I'm already, anyway.
In ripped pants.
And my horribly ripped pants. Okay, so I found out, this is something I find interesting as a fan of Godzilla. I'm sure you don't care. Godzilla 1998, a movie we will probably talk about one day because it's on the list. It's a very bad movie, and it's like not Godzilla at all when you watch the movie. It's just like a dinosaur. And fans have called that GINO, which is Godzilla in name only. And apparently this character has been called CINO, which is Catwoman in name only. And they got Godzilla
interesting.
fans. And I'm like, yeah, this is Catwoman in name only.
Huh.
And not even in name only, because she's not called Selena Kyle.
No, it's not SK. It's not Skinno.
Yeah, Skinno.
I think one thing that needs to be touched on is the only reason Catwoman is interesting is because she gets powers. But that leaves the rest of the side plot characters as like the most unintriguing character. Is unintriguing a word?
Yeah,
Is it
sure.
intriguing?
That's whatever.
Is it not intriguing?
Care. I'm just fed up with this movie.
Yeah. But they're so bad. Like the detective, her friend that is also in Marvelous
I've got quite a bit to say about her friend.
Oh, what do you have to say about her friend?
Number one, skipping to the end of the movie, why does she end up with a cop?
Wait, I thought that was a doctor, or was it the cop?
I thought it was the cop. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe everyone looks the same in this movie, and I was still half asleep.
That's true.
But just she was being weird throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And also there was a scene. I was like really confused, and I had to backwards wind it where she faints.
Yeah.
And then just immediately is just being pushed through hospital in a wheelchair. And I was so confused. I was like, what have I missed? I was like, have I missed? I was like, did I miss something? I was so confused because I looked away from, and then she's just being pushed through hospital in a wheelchair. I'm like, what is going on?
This movie's something else. And what are some other like unintriguing side characters? There's the husband who has like a mistress,
Oh yeah, I
and
actually
then
forgot about that. But like, the thing is, why haven't you used any? Batman has so many villains.
so many.
Why didn't you go? Oh, she's going up against a gang boss who's Black Mask, or like just choose some boring ass Batman villain, and like this is the least.
This was you. This is probably like the most. Like when I was thinking, I'm looking at like female-led superhero movies. You look and see a Catwoman movie that came out in 2004. It's like, wow, progressive. Like, wow, that was impressive that they did that. This might be like the most sexist movie of all time.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what should we make the villain? Oh, evil skincare company.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Oh, and then she like full on licks the cop on the face at one bit.
Yeah.
Just horrible, horrible. Okay. Everybody cheering when she got fired. I wrote that down in the pad because it was so weird. If all of you hate him so much, like if it's like so unanimously agreed that he's so horrible, and they all just cheer when she stands up for herself, it was so weird.
It's it's so bad. And also like one of her workers has really weird facial hair. And
I
that's
think
the thing
that's
I
just
couldn't get over.
2004 for you.
That could just be 2004.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 2004 ish isms in
It's
here.
the music, like the soundtrack, basically.
Yeah, and what Blade does it well,
Yeah.
but this doesn't.
The scene where she goes to turn the music down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you just forget? You're like, what happened in this?
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh, this is another thing a random casting fact.
Mm-hmm.
That neighbor that she asked to turn the music down, like the scruffy guy with the beard.
Yeah, yeah.
You've watched Peacemaker, right?
Yeah.
That is like the sociopath that takes over as the police captain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm glad all these people went on to bigger and better things. Apart from Halle Berry, the last thing I saw her in was Moonfall.
Ooh, she was in Moonfall.
Yeah, she was the second lead.
Ooh.
What has Halle Berry been in?
Yeah, I want to see one good Halle Berry movie.
Because obviously she's in John Wick, which I haven't.
I haven't seen John Wick 3 though.
No, I haven't seen John Wick 3. But like the X-Men movies are good, but she's not good in them. She's in Die Another Day.
Haven't seen it.
Nope. Kingsman: The Secret Service. Don't like that movie. No, sorry, The Golden Circle she's in. I don't remember her in The Secret Service. Is she in the first one?
I guess she has to because it says it, and Google can't ever be wrong.
I'm pretty sure she's only in the second one. Have you watched both of them now?
No, I haven't seen Golden Circle yet.
Yeah, it's not very good.
She was in Movie 43. Have you ever seen Movie 43?
No.
Oh man, that's something we'll get to sometime. That's the point.
There's so many bad movies. Why? Honestly, if we did this every week, I would have quit everything.
Yeah, we had this. Yeah, me too. I would not have been able to do this every week.
And like, I understand this is everyone's favorite thing we do, apparently, but I can't do too much of it.
Yeah, it weighs on you.
Honestly, the entire week leading up to it, like 1 out of 3 weeks, the entire week, I'm sitting there going, I've got to watch this movie. I've got to watch this movie. Are you like, do you feel the same way when you're like, oh, I've got to
Well,
watch
I was
Catwoman?
I was anticipating watching this because I'm like, this is like a part of bad cinema history I need to get to. So why not,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
All right. So I'm gonna just find out the little things I didn't get to on my bad list, and then we'll try to
Okay.
get to
And then I'll go through all the ones I didn't get to. There's not that much left on mine.
CGI,
Yeah.
which is shoddy, but it's 2004, so I'm willing to forgive. But I mean, it was bad, so it has to go on the bad list.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
While stealing the motorbike, she goes, "Time to accessorize." I'm like,
You just have a lot
who's
of
she
the
saying that to? What is going on?
quipping. You don't get it.
She's got equipping as her superpower.
We touched on this a little bit, but the fighting was awful.
Yeah, just the way it was cut. I'm like,
Yeah,
that end fight with the marble lady
yeah.
was just awful because like I had no idea what was going on. It felt like I was being chucked around a room.
Honestly, like at parts, like they get like a little nauseous.
Yeah, because like
'Cause
I
it
was
was
like confused what was happening at certain bits because number like if someone was thrown into a wall, you either wouldn't see them hit the wall or you'd see them hit the wall 3 times from 3 different angles.
yeah. Um. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, there's a line when they first like they're at the crime scene of the first Catwoman, and you hear at the first crime, and she goes, "They say she jumps about like a cat. What should we call her? Cat chick? No, no, no. Cat broad." If in like the 30s, or I don't know when Catwoman was made, in like the 30s or 40s when Catwoman was made, they didn't call her Cat Chick or
Chick.
Cat Broad. You know you've got the wrong name. Go, oh yeah, let's call her Cat Broad. She first appeared in 1940 in Batman issue 1.
Oh well, nerd alert.
No, I just googled it.
Nerd alert.
Why you got to bring me? I think I've got one more bad thing.
All right, what's the last bad thing?
Why did that police? Why did the detective climb down the Ferris wheel in that scene?
Well, I mean, didn't he stop it?
Yeah, I know, but like that's not what you would do. Why didn't the guy down the bottom stop it?
Because the guy has to save the day.
Yeah, and then also another thing about this scene is how did nobody go, oh yeah, she literally just jumped over there? How did no one see her save that kid?
That's very true. Yeah, but I mean, I'll let the movie with that one.
Okay, should we move on to the difficult? I think this might be the most difficult one to improve ever.
Yeah.
Do you want to, okay, do you want to, there are 2 options here, I think, the way I see it.
Yeah.
Number 1, we rename this movie and pretend it's got nothing to do with Batman or any of that. Or we completely change the movie. There are 2 options.
We changed the movie to Cat Broad.
Cat Chick.
Movie. Cat Chick.
She gets breathed on by a cat and then a chicken, and then she's got the powers of both.
Well, okay, let's look at our bad list and let's see at the things that we can change.
Okay.
So the terrible editing.
That, yeah, stuff like that, the editing and the CGI, we can just go, do it better, you know?
Right.
That's the joy of doing this podcast.
Yeah, we can do anything and it sounds super easy.
Yeah, who cares about the hours and hours that went into making this movie?
The origin didn't make sense at all.
No, I feel like you need to do something about the powers and I think like the powers and her desires and the personality is the thing that needs changing the most.
Yes. I think for starters, let's have the cop, like the people that were chasing her before she ran into the sewer. Let's have them shoot her, and then throw her in the sewer and then flush her out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's like, that makes way more sense.
If we're keeping that plot point, yeah.
Well, because like we have to at least attempt to follow.
Yeah, but can we not just go? Could you do something like, oh yeah, just not give her powers and be like, oh yeah, she used to be an acrobat, and like obviously dial down what she can do.
Do we have it like okay? So I think we need to. I think one thing we need to keep is like the mystical element of the cats.
Okay.
So that's something I
You
think
kind of get that in Batman Returns, to be fair, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
right, but like I think having her die and come back to life is important. Like that's like I think that's something we need to keep.
Yeah, okay.
So let's with that said, how do you think what's the best way for her to die? Is she still a graphic designer? Do we keep that?
I don't know. Okay, because
Or
we've got to change what company she's working for, because we can't have this whole skincare thing.
right, or is she
And
just like a thief and runs into
yeah, I think she's a cat burglar.
right?
But I think we just need to choose a Batman villain.
Okay, deal. Let's choose a Batman villain.
So
But
we
it can't
could
be
go.
somebody obvious.
We could go someone like Black Mask
I
or
think
Two-Face.
who would be the best one to do? Because it has to be somebody niche, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like you could do like a two. I feel like you need to. Would you agree it has to be like some kind of mobster?
Yeah, it could be Falcone. Falcone.
You could
I don't
do
know how I
Falcone. You could do. I feel like Two-Face wouldn't be terrible because, but he is a bit um higher.
Batman, mobster, villains.
Yeah, there's Falcone, Black Mask. You can go. I don't know. Spider-Man has better mobster villains than Batman does,
That's true.
because they're more.
Who's Joe Chill?
Joe Chill is who killed Batman's parents. He's not like.
Oh, no, we can't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, honestly, let's go Black Mask. I think that could be. He's like known enough, but not really. But
Yeah,
that could
and
be interesting.
that he's clearly he was. He's funny that he's the villain in
Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Oh, would you want to go like? I feel like the Penguin could be interesting though, but also is that too much?
Too relevant.
Yeah.
Well, the villain would have to make sense.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Black Mask works because then we can kind of do whatever we want with that.
I think what happens is whoever the villain is, they need to be. She needs to be doing something and see something that she's not supposed to that can ruin their operation if she stops them.
Yeah.
But what does she see? She doesn't see
Weird.
Skincare.
Skincare. It could be anything really. It can be so she's like, I break into this museum because I want to steal the jewel, but it turns out that he's actually just using this museum as a front for his criminal empire. I don't know.
But she wouldn't like rat that out or anything though. Like I feel
Okay,
like it
or
has to
human
be
trafficking. They use it as a front for human trafficking or something like that. Something where where she can have like a go, oh, this is a bad thing.
Yes.
What would it take to her that isn't like too dark?
Right, because human traffic that is dark.
That isn't too dark, but you can also go, oh yeah, she would stand up for that. Maybe you could do it like in the Batman when they kill one of her friends.
Oh yeah. Or this is what happens. She sees the drug thing or something that she's not supposed to. She runs away. They try finding her. They can't find her, but they do find her girlfriend at her apartment.
Yeah.
And then kill her.
Yeah.
And then she seeks revenge.
Yeah.
But she has to die.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Dang it.
No. Okay. Does she have to die? Yeah,
She
I
has
guess
to
you're
die
right.
because that's a pillar of the movie. That's like the whole idea of this movie. She
Yeah.
dies and the cats bring her back to life.
So yeah, just say on the first attempt, she's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna storm right in there and be all like, yo, and then she gets killed.
Yes. Or maybe or she tries going to the police,
And the
and the
police killer.
police kill her.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, can I suggest some small changes?
No. Yes. What's your idea?
Selena Kyle is her name.
Yes.
It's based in Gotham City.
Okay.
Batman is mentioned.
Okay. Well, hold on. Hold your horses. Okay. So I just want to write things down before we go on pause and then figure out the entire new plot.
Yeah.
So she's a just like she steals things like in the Batman. Just like
Yes.
this is what she does.
Yeah.
Cat burglar. Sees something she's not supposed to. Girlfriend gets killed. Goes to cop. Cop kills her and throws her in the ocean, or like in the body of water.
Yeah. Into the Gotham River.
Yeah.
Because it's
So
in
then,
Gotham.
right, and then she floats to shore, and there are cats.
We need to explain this cat thing more.
We do need to explain this cat thing more. Do we? I think we keep Midnight.
Yeah, sure.
And Midnight's
Can
just
we
like
make Midnight
popping
a
up.
black cat? Because it was annoying me that she was called Midnight.
Yeah, of course we make Midnight a black cat.
It was so weird.
But Midnight's a black cat, and Midnight comes there, and then do we just keep it the same?
I feel like I can't have the breathing thing was weird.
The breathing thing was weird, but how else do you do it?
She pees on Halle Berry.
Do we just like have the cat looking at her, and all of a sudden she's like,
What if the cat just like licks her wounds or something? Or is that too gross?
how do you do that? I feel like the writers of this movie probably had that same idea. Like, hmm,
Yeah, what if no, okay, here's my pitch. The cat like starts nudging her and then she just wakes up.
sure, but okay, we keep that pupil thing.
Like
That
what?
that
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
just like so we know. Oh, something weird just happened.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't like,
I assume we go no split personality.
yeah, because that's dumb.
Yeah,
It's so I'm very willing to just get rid of that entirely.
good. But
Okay,
then how are we introducing this character? Because the person who explains it and how are we explaining it?
what do you mean?
That
Oh,
Joker's
well,
Bob.
does Catwoman still have superpowers?
Well, I feel like if she's raised to light, she needs to have some.
Right.
Give her the agility and like the night vision.
Yes, but nothing else.
Yeah, like give her actual cat things, not
Yeah.
not whipping and basketball.
So she goes to the person, and it's kind of a similar thing,
Yeah, but it just needs to be explained more.
but we can't. But okay, it has to be explained more. What does that mean? What do we say? Like, do we say there's an ancient cat god? Don't they say that?
Yeah,
So how do we explain it more?
I don't know. It's so dumb how she gets her powers.
I think maybe we just dang it.
Because you need to make. What if, okay, Moon Knight style, she has a dream and it's like this cat god talking to her.
Yes. Yes. And she doesn't meet the lady.
Yeah,
Okay, so we
and
have
she's like,
cat
"What's going
dream.
on?" And It's like, yeah, so like she has her first day where she like discovers she's got powers and she's like, this is weird. And this time she actually thinks it's weird instead of going, I'm just gonna eat all this tuna.
Right.
And then she goes to bed and then she has the dream. And then when she wakes up, Spider-Man 3 style, she's like on like the corner of a building somewhere.
Yeah. Does she have like the outfit?
No. She's in her normal cat burglar outfit.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And her normal cat burglar outfit can just be what Zoe Kravitz wears in the Batman, because it kind of looks like a cat, but it's like not enough like a cat for it to be like, oh, she's dressed like a cat. Do you know what I mean? She didn't look that much like a cat.
No, she didn't.
But like, I'm not complaining.
Okay, and then what about her friend? She's friend's gone. What about, do we have a detective love interest?
I don't know.
Because that could provide some interest in, because she's going to hate the cops, but there's this one guy that keeps on sticking up for her.
Yeah, but then how?
And then like
happen?
he could be the one who leads the bust of the mask from the police side, kind of a Jim Gordon-esque type of a thing.
Yeah.
And I think because we got rid of the graphic designing and the friend, there's like a lot of things we have to.
Are we keeping Jim? Is Jim Gordon going to appear in this movie at all? Just to go, oh, this happens in Gotham.
We could have him. I think at the end, she could be on top of a rooftop, and then all of a sudden you hear a flip switch, and then you look behind you see Jim Gordon, and it pans up, and you see the bat signal.
Yeah.
And then she runs like scampers, like oh,
sure,
something like that.
Yeah.
Like a quick little nod to say this in the same universe, but not really. Okay, I think we got it. Let's go on pause.
Yeah.
Pump this out, and then we'll come back. All right.
We're back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I've got more energy now. I've forgotten about whatever movie we've been talking about because I took a break, and now I'm back better with that.
All right, let's talk about Catwoman. All right, so here is the rewrite.
Here are some fun facts about
Catwoman.
That's so weird. I know. I actually asked him to do that voice quite a bit, but that one was weird. There was more energy in that than you. Can you do that again, please?
No. Because I'm going to do that again tomorrow.
No, I'll say some TikTok things for you.
Okay, say, give a ranking of. Say, here's part 1 of my Catwoman ranking.
Here is part 1 of ranking every live action Catwoman.
Is that what you're going to do tomorrow?
No, I haven't seen most of them.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
In last place, actually, I will do that tomorrow, and then I'll go. In last place is Halle Berry.
Okay, here's the rewrite. The movie opens with Selena Kyle as a cat burglar stealing some jewelry, and we see that she has a girlfriend, Patience Phillips. Am I lagging?
No.
Is my voice lagging?
No.
I'm lagging.
Okay. I'm keeping this all in. This is gold. This is gold. This is all staying in.
Okay, good. Then on another heist, she runs into Black Mask.
That's staying in as well.
Who we see doing an entire drug business thing that she is not supposed to see.
You're so innocent, Harlan. An entire drug business thing.
Well, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like, is it like a laundering? Know. Is it a actual thing in the music? Like,
it's got nothing to do with laundry. Just continue.
Anyways.
We don't use the word laundry in the UK, really.
What do you use?
Do you call them laundry machines? What do you call them? We call them...
What do you call them?
Wait, what do we call them? We call them washing machines. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we call them washing machines too.
Yeah, we don't call them laundry machines. We don't really use that word.
Okay.
Sorry,
anyways,
I just interrupted you.
The criminals make her, but she runs away, only for her girlfriend, Patience Phillips, to be dead when she gets home.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Patience Phillips is dead. That's not what I was thinking about the entire time I was watching.
Oh no! She then goes to the cops, one of which is accusing the other cops that are interrogating her of unlawful practices. But then the cops that were being bad, they shoot her and throw her in the Gotham River. Fortunately, there has been a black cat stalking her the past couple days and brings her back to life with a little nudge. When she wakes up, we see like her pupils dilate like a cat's, hinting towards something mystical. And then that next day, she has inhuman agility and has night vision, which
Yeah.
is crazy. And then that night, she dreams and she meets the cat god. And the cat god kind of gives a big exposition dump. And then when she wakes up, we pull a Spider-Man 3 and she's on top of a rooftop wearing her entire Catwoman getup. She then decides to get revenge on Black Mask while all this is happening. That police officer takes a liking of her and she feels like he's a good guy, but she can't really trust him due to that whole getting killed thing.
Yeah.
Then in the end, she sets up a sting for Black Mask with her police love interest. And the movie ends with Catwoman perched, only for Jim Gordon to flick on the black bat signal right behind her.
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting because I typed this so fast and my computer's lagging. There are so many typos.
Well, you
know
read
how
it
I
out
spelled?
brilliantly.
Do you want to know how I spelled bat signal?
Go on.
It's Abbott Sigma.
I thought it said Sigma. Are you calling it Batman Sigma?
Sigma. So that was a pretty interesting rewrite, I think.
Yeah.
What would you give our rewrite out of 10?
Well, what would I give the original movie out of 10? I'll answer first.
Oh, yeah.
Probably 1.5 out of 10.
Is this the worst movie we've seen for you?
Second worst.
Was the first still Holmes and Watson?
Yeah, I can't get over that movie.
Wow. I give us a 1.5 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10.
And I'd give our rewrite a 7, maybe.
Yeah, 7.
See,
7.
I have a problem with like movies like Venom and Joker. When it's like, oh, I'm a villain of this character, but the character's never going to appear in the movie. And I feel like this movie's a bit like that. But,
Oh, yeah, sure. But I get that.
That's just personal preference, Anyway, thank you everyone for listening. If you don't already, follow me on TikTok at Dean's Beans and Halle at TikTok and Dean's Beans. Subscribe to this podcast on YouTube because when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll probably do something exciting.
We will do something. Maybe. Who knows? Will we?
No, I don't know.
What?
I don't
know.
This
I don't know
podcast
anything.
might end in a week.
I'm not planning on coming back next week. So.
Oh.
I know. I hate to break this to you.
Wow, you break this to me now.
I'm starting a new podcast.
At least after today, I'll never have to talk to you. It's not like you've got.
I have to find another person with the same Dean.
With the same Dean?
It has to be the same name. Yeah, it has to be HG Movie Talk.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, adios, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Every time.
Bye.
How do you do that?
We need to say bye.
Mamma mia, pizza pie.
Oh, mamma mia, I'm a Catwoman. Say bye to our listeners. Say thank you and bye.
Toodles.
Thank you, everyone listening at home. We love you all. Bye.
Thank you. Don't speak for me.